Hello again. So today I'm going to do something a bit different. I'm going to do a bit of a comparison video on budget camping gear and how to get started. So I'm currently at Decathlon. I'll then be doing a tour to Go Outdoors. So I've created a bit of a list of just essential items that you need. So currently I'm just going to track down a rucksack. What I'll do is when I find things, I'll take a little shot of them and I'll add all the details in of what it is, costings and stuff, and then I'll do a bit of a talk through what I found at the end and costings for the total setups and how much it would be. So backpack wise, I found this one. It's the Forclaz Travel 100 backpack. It's a 60 litre for £29.99. The bag itself seems quite good. It's got a drawcord top and a top pocket on it. It's also got an accessible zipped front that does take you into the bag and a very small mesh pocket. You've got two water bottle side pockets, and you've got, have you got a compartment at the bottom? No, you've got straps where you could put a compartment at the bottom. It does appear to be, I think it's non-adjustable. There might be a bit of adjustment in that back bit there. You do on the hip thing have two pocket, or a singular pocket on the hip. For head torches, they've got a good selection. I'll show you what they've got on the board. So they range from, you can get a basic, just battery operated one for £4.99, more battery operated ones for £14.99, or you can get the same one that I have. It's £18.99 at the moment, £49 at the moment, and it'd be well worth the investment. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to presume that people have already got the hiking gear. We can't see many people going wild camping if they've not already got it. So things like your down jacket, your waterproof jacket, hats, gloves, scarves, boots, anything like that, I presume you've got. I may do a second video similar on buying that stuff at some stage. I'm also basing this off 3-season use rather than 4-season use because I don't think there'll be anything that's massively compatible at a reasonable price for 4-season. Tent wise, once again, there's a good few options that you can see. Same with your mats. Personally for me, I'd probably go for the MT900 dome tent in grey. £159.99. Very similar to my first one from them. Quite a good tent, 2 persons. It's a 5.3 litre tent. It's got a 5-year warranty and it weighs just short of 2 kilos. For air mats, you probably couldn't go wrong with the MT500. It's 510 grams, it's got a 1.5 R value, so obviously you would only be using this for 3-season use, but it's a good mat for the price. £49.99. They also have, for anybody who's looking for a bit more R value, the self-inflating MT100 air mat. £37.79. With regards to sleeping bags, once again, they have quite a decent selection, which isn't bad considering it's winter. These are more summer bags, so I'll show you some of them. Bag of choice for me would be the MT500 at £69.99. I actually used to have one of these bags. I paid £50 for it last year. Very good bag, rated down to 5 degrees, but I've actually had it lower than that. Really, really good bag. The only issue I had with mine was my zipper went after a bit. They also do it in black if you're not very keen on the yellow colour. And the bag as a whole can be seen there. For anybody planning on doing warmer temperatures, you've got the MT500 10 degrees for £44.99 in this very garish green colour. Stove wise from here, your best option is probably the MT100 stove. And there's one set up. You would also need gas with the MT100. You can get a 230 gram gas canister, which is this one here, for £4.99. Cups coming at a bargain price, £3.99 for a stainless steel cup. It's just your standard stainless steel cup. Nothing fancy, just a cup. Pillows can be had from as little as £4.49 for a very, very basic one, although I would be more inclined to go with the £8.99 for the fleece cover pillow. I know this comes with rave reviews, very good pillow. You can see the outer of it there, it's quite thick. That's just the outer bit because the inner on this one has been pulled out and it's there, it's just like a little plastic bag. So as you can see, the selection of tents that they've got in Go Outdoors is a bit more substantial than they've got within Decathlon. There's quite a lot more tents here. They vary from your very cheap Eurohike fiberglass pole tents, which I would avoid at all costs, to the tried, tested and bomb-proof Bobcat 1. This is a favourite tent amongst a lot of people. A tent that I definitely recommend to start out for wild camping, although for me, I think for your first ventures out, I'd be aiming for a 2-man tent just so you've got that extra bit of comfort. So based on that and for consistency, and because I've tried and tested, as with the other tent, it's another one that I've had myself, I'd go with the Rakoon 2.1. It's a 2-man tent, similar sort of weight to the one that they've got at Decathlon, so I think it's a fair comparison. The Rakoon 2.1 comes in at £109 dead. Backpack wise, you've got the trusty Eurohike Nepal 65. It's a pack that everybody knows about. They are forever £25 at Go Outdoors. Once again in Go Outdoors, there's a hell of a lot more selection when it comes to your pillows. For me, once again, I'd go tried and tested. £5 for the Eurohike flannel pillow, which is just a very small squishy pillow. As you can see there, this is a pillow I've had before. It's not very good, it squishes down to paper under your head. For £15 you could get the OEX Flux pillow. It's a really good pillow. This is one that's actually in my pack. With regards to sleeping bags, once again you have an infinite selection of them here. The Berghaus Transition comes in at £46. I don't know if I'd be buying this. It does say 3-season bag, but it doesn't say what temperature it's rated till. That's the Transition bag there. For me, my money would go on the OEX Fathom EV300. This bag comes in at £59 on members price and has a comfort rating of 1 degree with a limit of 5 and a -5 and an extreme of -22. Weight, it is 1,100 grams. Once again, as you can see, there's a fairly good selection of sleeping mats. One thing I do find with Go Outdoors is, unless you're paying a premium for the sleeping mats, they're not very good. So you can get the Flux 5 inflatable mat. I know there's a lot of people that do like this mat. It does come with its own inflating bag. However, for me, I found it too thin and very uncomfortable. For me, this is a mat I've not tried, but my money will be going on the NEBO Versa 1R. This is a 1R rated pad, so once again, 3-season at most. With regards to stoves, for me, my money would be on the OEX Heiro stove at £55. But if you want a separate stove, very similar to the one that we looked at Decathlon, you have the OEX Etna stove, which is very small, or the OEX Savo stove, which comes with a separate stove to your gas, and as we know, this is something that I prefer. Gas prices here, you'd be looking at £7 to £7.50 for your tins, or if you wanted a slightly bigger gas, these bigger ones from Coleman's can be had for £6. For cups, you have a variety of options. So you have these ones that come with a carabiner attachment on them. These come in at £5. The OEX Gab mug, which comes in at £8 and is slightly better, slightly more lightweight mug. Or alternatively, where my money would be the Eurohike brew mug. Headlamps, once again, come in a variety of prices, sizes and qualities, ranging from £4 for your cheap battery ones right up to much higher prices. For me, I will be going with the NEBO. Very good light, very good price, £15, does everything you want it to. So to conclude, would I go with the OEX setup or would I go with the Decathlon setup? Personally, I wouldn't go with either. I'd shop around and buy bits from each. I'll put a description in the bottom where I'd get each bits from and which bits I'd use. And I'd also utilise places like Amazon to find certain bits as well. So I'll put a full list in the description of what gear I would be choosing and the pricings around that. And then take a look, see what you think, see if there's anything you change. But remember, this is my choice. This is what I would be using, and this is subjective. So see you in a bit.